My name is David Lieber, and I'm a Watchdog columnist for the Dallas Morning News. This is the first time that I've been able to MC the awards banquet. I've been a member for 25 years, but because of what happened last year, the fellow who did it isn't allowed to come back because he said that La La Land won. So that's... I want to welcome you to the 2018 political convention of the Fun Party. Here we are back again, where pigs fly and writers soar. I think it's a sin when a speaker gets up in front of the room and asks people to stand up, but I'm going to do that right now because the most important people in the room, I want us to see who they are. And if this is your first time ever attending an NSNC event right now, will you please stand? We're in our 41st year, and we started in 1977 with the Columnist workshop, a bunch of white guys that drank beer in a hotel. When I joined in 93, it was still a bunch of white guys, and now as you can see, it ain't white guys anymore, it's women that are running this thing. And Connie, I would just like to say that last year I started a tradition where I gave an Ernie Pyle book to Maureen Dowd, and I'm hoping you don't have this one, but everybody knows that Ernie Pyle wrote 1940s World War II columns, and everybody knows that Ernie Pyle traveled in the 30s across America with, quote, "That Girl That Rides With Me," but not a lot of people know that in the 20s he wrote aviation columns. And this is a book by Mike Hardin, the legendary Ohio columnist from Columbus who passed away, but who was a founding member of our organization, and I've got this for you to go with your other book. Okay, so I'll just put it over here right now.
All right, thank you.
But congratulations, Connie, and thank you for a wonderful talk. This was really exciting. I just want to go over a few things that we did. I snooped around, and I found out, as an investigative columnist, why the service was so bad at the beer garden on Thursday night. And it's because the same people that run the beer garden also run the White House communications office. One of the highlights for me was walking up that really, really big hill and sweating a lot. How many of you got to do that? That was fun. And I think it was really cool that we got to meet Jose Antonio Vargas, because he is the #1 most significant person in the immigration debate. So I felt like I was really meeting a celebrity, even if he's unlawful. You know, he was just great to meet. And also, Nick Clooney was really fantastic today, wasn't he? He's incredibly charming, a gentleman, a wonderful voice. And also, I've got to say that Clarence Page really was the highlight for me, because when he talked about his journalism teacher passing away at 103 years old, and he got very emotional about it, that was a relatable that we could all relate to, because we all have these journalism mentors. And I'm really glad you shared that with us, because that was a really touching moment. The ex-editor from the Cincinnati Enquirer, Pete, how do you say it? Bhatia, and he said that he got 60 people together and they won a Pulitzer Prize, and this is how they did it. So I think we should all go home and get 59 of our friends and try and win a Pulitzer next year. Okay, Bonnie Jean Feldkamp taught my favorite seminar today on Facebook. And she taught me so many new things about how to buy ads and boost ads that when it was over, I went up to my room and I bought like a whole bunch of ads to Russia. Rochelle Riley is here, and Rochelle is the most approachable star columnist. Everybody in here has probably talked a little bit to Rochelle, right? I mean, she is like literally the most delightful person ever, but what does she get up and talk to us about. She talked about all the hate mail she got. And I just don't, you're just too nice to get hate mail. So I would like you to forward it all to me at the Dallas Morning News, and I will answer it for you. I want to say that I posted Rochelle's entire speech and Jerry Springer's entire speech on our Facebook group under Columnist Clubhouse. So if you want to watch it again or show your friends, both of those talks are on there. Jerry Springer taught us the most important lesson that a man can teach us in the modern world. He taught us that he's not really a jerk. And he had the best quote of the whole conference here. It was, he got up to the microphone and the first words out of his mouth was, "I'm sorry, I ruined the culture." I mean, that was like so honest. I always used to tell people to shut your pie hole, but now I'm going to tell them to shut your cornhole. And I'm also there's history being made here tonight, because tonight we are honored to have a future juror in the Trump impeachment trial, Senator Brown. So, but do not talk to him about it while you're here, because Mueller is really on this witness tampering thing. So now it's time for the awards. And the thing about the awards, I'm going to get serious here. This award, I think it changes your life in a lot of ways. I know it changed mine, because externally I was allowed to put for the rest of my life on my bio the following phrase: National Award-Winning Columnist. So everyone who comes up here tonight, National Award-Winning Columnist. And if you want to know if there's a dash between national and award-winning, where's the grammar guy? Would there be a dash between national and award? No? Okay, then I need to change my bio. Okay. But also internally, if you win an award tonight, you get a tremendous feeling of self-fulfillment. You feel like you've done something. And if you're a veteran and you won tonight, it proves you haven't lost your fastball. And if you're a newcomer and you win tonight, and we have a bunch of young newcomers who won tonight, it means that you are in the right place at the right time, and you have a future, and you can make money doing this. And that's what the award says to me. So besides getting a prize of $300 for first prize, and $200 for second prize, and $100 for third prize, and zip, zip, zip for honorable mention. And do not tell the IRS if you win tonight, okay? Because they won't know. Because Senator Brown is here off the record. But I had one condition. I said to Suzette, I would do this under one condition. I just don't want to give everybody a certificate. I want to give them something else. And so I went ahead and I bought 20 copies of her book, which is called The Art of Opinion Writing, Insider Secrets from the Top Op-Ed Columnists by Suzette Martinez-Stranding. So I have a book here for every winner that comes up, and it's a gift, because this is really a great book. Okay? And so here are the rules. The rules is that some people are getting awards tonight and they're not here. So we announce their name and we don't clap for them. Okay? I'm serious. And then when they do come up and get their award, who was here, I then read the judges' comments. They grab their book, they get their certificate, and then they come over there and they get their picture taken with like 3 of the most famous women in the universe. So the awards have been kept in a number 2 mayonnaise jar on Funkin' Wagnall's back porch since noon today. Who here knows what I'm talking about when I say that? Okay, the rest of you need to Google it. So the awards are in honor of Dave Astor. They're in an editor and publisher briefcase, and they have never been opened before, so I don't know who's going to win. But I do know that it's not the same accounting firm that did the thing with Moonlight. So we have a lot of categories here. We have, I think, A through H. And it's kind of cool, So the first category, we're going to start off with the A category, which is the general interest for print publications over 50,000 circulation. And the honorable mention first goes to Rob Cuthbert. Rob, come on up. Rob, come on up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read what the judge said about you, and then I'm going to send you over there, okay? The judge said that an Army veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, freelancer Cuthbert, offers insightful columns on veteran subjects like the transgender ban and mental health support for young soldiers. We should be reading more about veterans issues, and Rob Cuthbert has the talent to write about it. Are you listening, syndicate managers? This writer needs a weekly column. I believe the highest calling in journalism is the freelance writer because they never get paid. Okay, so the honorable mention, second honorable mention goes to someone that we truly love. I hope she's surprised. Come up here, Amanda Bean. For those of you that don't know, Amanda is married to an FBI agent, and whenever Trump says something bad about the FBI, she cuts him up on Facebook, so it's worth checking out. The judge says about you, Amanda, that simple yet poignant. Bean's columns about life in Kentucky and Indiana, the challenge of keeping farmers, a husband, and wife who adopt only to have the wife die, and those who suffer childhood abuse are all well-written and perceptive. So congratulations to you. Now the winners of the big print category, I don't think any of them are here. Third place goes to a gentleman named Marcos Kunalakis. I can do this. Kunalakis from marcoskunalakis.com. Anybody heard of him? How do you say it? Okay, good. Yeah, that's a cop-out. Second place goes to a writer from the Chicago Sun-Times named Rick Telander. Okay? And first place goes to someone from Philadelphia Media named Mike Newell. And we will send them all their certificates, but they don't get the books. So this one is going to kind of rock your boat a little bit. Category B, general interest print publication under 50,000 circulation. And third place goes to someone named Amanda Bean. The judge said that hers is a compassionate look at the world around us. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, so, all of you that want to know how she can win in publication over 50 and under 50 will be meeting at the ethics committee after. So, second place goes to someone who's here from the Monroe Evening News, Rebecca Regner. Rainier, and the judge who judged this contest was in a hurry. I think he had to go to the bathroom because all he wrote was fun, sassy style. Okay? Congratulations. That is the shortest judge's comment I've ever seen. Fun, sassy style. Okay, and the winner, he's also here, and I am so proud because he's a Texan from the Galveston Daily News. Malcolm Gibson. Oh, this is sweet. The judge says that the winner in the under 50,000 print, Malcolm, he says, his columns reading like you're talking to an old friend. I wish he was my neighbor. That's the relatable I talked about earlier today. Okay, and there were two honorable mentions. They're not here. One is from the Post-Star, Ken Tingley. And that's the only honorable mention. Okay, category C, general interest, online blog and multimedia columns, over 100,000 monthly unique views. And I remember when I fought for online columns to be added to this, it took me 3 years. They were like, that online thing will never catch on. And I basically put chloroform on their mouths and made them vote yes. And so, online media over 100,000. Let's see here. We have an honorable mention winner, and I'm very confused about his media company because his media company is listed as LinkedIn, and the winner is Louis Perfetta. So, Louis, tell us about this newspaper named LinkedIn. How does it work, though? Seriously, do you post on LinkedIn?
Well, the executive editor of LinkedIn, Chip Cutter, is here. Actually flew in from New York.
Where's Chip?
Not that many people read my stuff.
Well, obviously it's pretty good.
Like a few million.
So Chip, I think everyone in this room is a working journalist, and we all need that free LinkedIn premium. Are you going to give it to us, man? Okay. Are you the founder of LinkedIn?
I'm not.
Are you the CEO of LinkedIn? What's your job there?
LinkedIn has hired a bunch of journalists over the past couple of years.
Uh-huh.
There's like about 50 editors now. I'm a reporter for the Associated Press. And so we have people like Rosetta up here who write these incredible columns that reach really wide audiences. And so Dr. Perfetta, for instance, wrote a column. He's an ER doctor who writes these incredible columns on what he sees in the ER and what he's seen.
Very cool. Wow. Okay, so I shouldn't be working at a newspaper. Louis is a natural storyteller and brings his background as an ER doctor to show the grittiness of dealing with opiate addicts, a suicidal elderly person, and frat boys that mix alcohol and pills. He brings his medical expertise and natural storytelling together quite well. Congratulations. You know what this means. Next year, the winner's going to be from Snapchat, you know. So the next honorable mention for 100,000 monthly unique visitors for blog, etc., is Rob Cuthbert from USA Today, New York Times, and New York Daily News. Congratulations. The judge says that the Bergdahl sentence piece was incredible, told a story that has not seen a lot of light. The reason why Bergdahl had left his post to blow whistle on perceived incompetence. Furthermore, he describes the utter squalor and torture he endured while gathering intelligence, useful intelligence. The column really sheds new light on a case that had not been so thoroughly interrogated before. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great subject. Third place in the over 100,000 unique visitors blog category goes to the Philadelphia Daily News, Helen Ubenis. Okay? So she's not here. And of course, Stu Bykowski, our beloved columnist, he's not here because he's recovering from a fall. Second place goes to someone who's here from her blog, I hope it's a her, Shannon Shelton Miller. national award-winning columnist with no hyphen, remember? Okay. Shannon Shelton Miller has a lively and conversational tone on the subjects of motherhood and family, the problems and pains of breastfeeding, anxieties when her mixed-race son starts to notice skin color and makes associations as a toddler, and her sports bonds with her deceased father. She approaches sensitive subjects thoughtfully and directly, putting the reader at ease to engage honestly. Wow. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So I kind of get the feeling that that's going to change your life a little bit, you know? Yeah, that's what it's all about. And first, where are we? Shannon. First place goes to someone from the Dallas Morning News named Richard Parker. And he ain't here. And I don't know who Richard Parker is, so I'm going to launch another ethics investigation. But he's probably one of our community voice columnists that we have, and there are a lot of them, but I will inquire. Okay, so now we're going to do category D, which is general interest online blog and multimedia columns under 100,000 monthly visitors. And we have two honorable mentions. One of them, I don't know that he's here, but he's a friend of mine from my days back on the Philadelphia Inquirer. You probably know him from his appearances on MSNBC, but it's David K. Johnston. But he's not here. He was supposed to come here last year, and he missed it because he was finishing up his Trump hate book that he did. And so I assume he's doing volume 2, you know. Another honorable mention for this category of under 100,000 blogs, and she is here. The winner, and her website is her name, Annette Januzzi Week. Did I say it right? Annette Januzzi Week?
It rhymes with jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi Week. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. All right. Did I see judges' comments on there? Nope. Somehow. Okay, I don't see your judges' comments, so I'll just make them up.
Okay.
This is the best shit I ever read. Congratulations. Somehow our judges' comments disappeared, though. Okay, so that was the honorable mention. Now we're going to go through. Third place is here. All right, I'm so happy for this person. She prints the Prison Diaries, Chandra Bazelko. Okay, and the judge said about you, for years she has won audiences and awards for writing from the inside about the indignities and outrages endemic to the U.S. prison system. But she reasons with subtlety and judgment, willing to point out that not every prisoner complaint is justified, strengthening her case for the great many that are. Congratulations. And second place in that category is someone who writes a column called Mothering, Marriage, and Menopause. Her name is Sherry Soretsky. Okay? And first place goes to someone that we know, Derek G. Jackson. And he's not here either. Okay, now come the funny people. Category E, humor, print publications over 50,000. And I'm sure a lot of you have met this guy because he's kind of cute. We love him. It goes to Kurt Honeycutt of Gatehouse Media. Everybody's met him because he's cool, he's got dreams, he's got plans. How old are you?
33.
33. So he's got, the 5 years left, you know?
I would like to make a correction. Award-winning is a compound modifier. I just Googled it, and it requires that.
So I was right. It's a compound modifier. Award-winning, national award-winning columnist. Is that right? Okay. And so what he says about the grammar guide is Honeycutt makes a potentially dry subject lively and even entertaining, while straightforwardly helpful to the reader. Could go on a big, bigger, it says could go a big, bigger with the humor, but not if it gets off track. What the hell does that mean? But there's your check, there's your certificate, and you're what I was talking about when I said, you got it, man. Keep sticking with it, because you got a future.
Thanks.
Okay? Oh, hey, Honeycutt, forgot your book, man. Thank you, Suzette. I just didn't know that young people read books anymore. So you know, I'm still upset about, I'm going to take a break for a second and say I'm still upset about something that happened last year. I was moderating the panel here, and it was all these book agents, remember? And they were all lined up, and I said to them, you know what, I don't think people read anymore. The young people don't read, and they go, oh, they read, but they don't read your stuff. And I said, so what do they read? And they said they read comic novels. Do you remember that? Yeah. Comic novels, okay? Who here reads comic novels? Oh, okay, one person, okay. I had to get that off my chest. Okay, so the second and first place prizes go to some very well-known journalists who aren't here. This is for humor print over 50,000. Second place goes to the Chicago Tribune, Leah Eskin. And first place goes to a longtime New York Times superstar, Joyce Wadler. Okay. And I will read the honorable mentions. Cape Cod Times, Sarah Lee Perel, and someone you all know about, the Washington Post, Dana Milbank. Okay? Dana Milbank, you're a hot shot, but you couldn't come to Cincinnati. Okay. Oh, this is the one I've really been looking forward to. Humor, print publications under 50,000. They're all here. And the funny thing is, we love these three people. So here we are. Print publication under 50,000 humor. Third place to the man of Twitter, Paul Lander. Lander's got a great bead on the national political scene with his Ripping the Headlines column, some really good riffs on Trump, and every other hiccup on the national scene, quick and clever reads. And we know that to be true. Second place goes to someone who we know and we love. She's served with us on our board. She's fun. She's from Maine. Her name is Kathy Ellis-Gill. Kathy is a polished storyteller with great timing and a prose ability to take the tried and true, parentheses, Hallmark movies, Siri, absurd sports cars, absurd car trips, and make them fresh and fun again. And what's really cool about Kathy is her mother, her late mother, was a member of this group forever and ever too. So Kathy's second generation. You know? She just mentioned to me that this is her second award and her mom got two also. So does that mean you can't get a third? You're going to get a third and you're going to show mom. See, I know this. Okay, category G, humor, online blog and multimedia columns, over 50,000 monthly unique visitors. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't get first place in that category. First place in humor, print publications under 50,000 circulation. This is going to blow your mind. Her name is Lisa Molinari. Isn't that amazing? Because this is your first one, right? Is this your first one?
I got one in the blog category, like
the blog
when it first
category?
started, yes.
Oh, wow. This is so great because this is your convention. Lisa Smith Molinari. Molinari has a great grasp of using the small to explain the big. Loved Alexa as a, quote, can of tuna, the popcorn in the bra, and the crabs running amok on the dock.
Oh my God.
Well, that's better than the way the crabs could have run. Maybe because I'm a woman in my 50s with grown children, I just got where she was going in her columns and enjoyed the big-hearted humor along the way.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I love that comment. You got popcorn in the bra.
Okay. Humor, online blog, and multimedia columns, over 50,000 monthly unique views. Third place is here. Yes, from Texas. He teaches journalism, and his name is Jason Graves. He writes for the Kilgore News Herald, and everyone knows that Kilgore is famous for the Kilgore Rangerettes. Can you show us a little? No? A little bit?
You have to do it with me.
Okay. How do we do it?
All right. It's this step and then a high kick.
Okay. Stick around. Now, his name is Jason, but he goes by Jace. Jace does an excellent job of taking universal experiences that happen to all of us and finding a way to put an original spin on them for a very enjoyable chuckle. Congratulations. Second place is not here, but he ran our education scholarship program before Mike Leonard did, and we really love him. He's from statecollege.com, a Penn State University journalism professor named Russell Frank. Everybody knows Russell, right? And first place, humor, online blog, and multimedia columns, over 50,000 unique visitors, goes to the Boston Globe's Deborah Klein. And this is our final category. Category H, humor, online blog and multimedia columns, under 50,000 monthly unique visitors, and 4 of the 5 winners are here. First honorable mention goes to Lori Duff. Lori writes for Lori Duff Writes, which is a coincidence because that's her name. So here's your book, and congratulations, Lori. The judge said, I really enjoyed reading your entries. Choosing the placement of all the entrants was very difficult, but your column, I Hate My Son, struck a chord for sure. Hate. It says, I hate my son.
You said 8.
Hate. So I would like you to come up to the microphone and just quickly answer this riddle. How does a column called I Hate My Son win a prize? What happened here?
I hate him because he has better friends than I do. And they took him to Europe last summer, and now he begins every sentence with, when I was in France.
Good job. Congratulations. And there's your certificate, and honorable mention to you.
Thank you.
And here we have a repeat winner from last year. Honorable mention in this category goes to Elaine Ambrose. Congratulations. The judge says, Elaine, your entries were very good. Your sense of humor and self go hand in hand. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Third place goes to a member of our Education Foundation board who couldn't be here, Tracy Beckerman. Many of you know her from Hopac News. Second place in the online blog and multimedia column, under 50,000 unique visitors, goes to Kate Mayer. And I said your name wrong. It's Catherine Mayer of CatherineMayer.com. Did I say it right now? That's correct. Congratulations to you. Here's the book. And The judge says, "Dear Catherine, your writing style is wonderful. My favorite is locked and loaded. What breasts and guns have in common?" Again, I'm going to take Emcee's prerogative and ask you to please explain this here.
I am a gun violence prevention activist, and one of our representatives in Connecticut talked about how breastfeeding was as uncomfortable and dangerous as open carry. So.
Oh, very good. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll get your picture taken. And this is our last one, first place. Oh, humor, online blog multimedia columns, under 50,000 monthly unique visitors for the blog called Sleeping Between Giants, Dave Jaffe. What they said? Well, they said, "Dear Mr. Jaffe, writing humor is a far cry from being funny in person. I think it is safe to say you are proficient in both." I guess we need to thank, is it Brian O'Connor? Where's Brian? Brian Thompson, who ran the contest? Say it again loud.
I didn't know the guns.
Right. Yes. Right. Right. So Brian Thompson ran our contest. He's an academic, and since he's not here, we're all going to congratulate Brian O'Connor. There was nothing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but we don't want to know who they are because all the rest of us are mad at them. Yeah. So I don't know what else you have to say, but I just want to end with a couple of things. I want to make sure that everybody here knows that the hospitality suite is on the 8th floor, and I don't need to give you the room number because when you get off the elevator, you just have to listen to where all the sound is. Okay, and I also want to invite everybody here to the 9 a.m. meeting tomorrow where the general membership meets and we conduct all of our business. And also, I'd just like to end with one word to Senator Brown. Guilty!